Here's some good news, though, if you live in Arizona. Here is Governor Katie Hobbs. She is using about, I think it's $20 million from the COVID funds to essentially erase 30 million, erase up to $2 billion in medical debt, because you can get you can buy medical debt on the private market for pennies on the dollar. Here is Katie Hobbs.
As governor, I take seriously my duty to protect vulnerable Arizonans from falling into medical debt and make healthcare more affordable. Today, I am so proud to announce that we are taking steps to retire medical debt for up to an estimated 1 million Arizonans. That's a fresh start, a new chapter, and a huge weight taken off the shoulders for every single one of them. This is an investment in our future and reflects my commitment to put the needs of working Arizonans first. Using up to $30 million in American Rescue Plan funds, we are working with partners at RIP Medical Debt to buy back up to approximately $2 billion worth of medical debt held by Arizonans. Hardworking, middle-class Arizonans should not be forced to have those difficult kitchen table conversations because of medical debt from conditions they cannot control. As governor,
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, here's the thing. This has happened now. Lamont did it in Connecticut, in New Jersey. I think we also had some medical debt relieved. There's also a way of doing this on the front end, which is let's have a single payer and not have Americans accrue debt because they're ill.
Yeah.
And the more this starts happening in different states around, it becomes increasingly obvious, like, well, if we don't believe in the existence of medical debt, maybe we shouldn't create it in the first place.
Yeah, I don't think even people who don't work that particularly hard should have to deal with some medical debt. I think medical debt is an affront to a civilized society.
It's absurd. I mean, it's absurd. This is a perfect example as to why it's absurd. That's why you have folks going, but these funds are not unlimited. It's a one-time COVID leftover funds. And there needs to be a systemic answer to this, which is an ongoing problem.
I mean, massive change in what the future of Arizona looks like versus if, Kari Lake was going to win that election. It was closer than I think people realize.
Yep.
It wasn't that far off from Kari Lake being the governor of Arizona.
Thank God for TP USA. Yeah, exactly. Yes. We got to hand it to Charlie Kirk for
all that time he put in,
dropping the ball there and making it possible for Arizonans to have, or at least I should say, working class Arizonans not to have as much debt. So good for them.
She did worse than the statewide candidates who were not covered by TP USA.